Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Acupuncture is My Life. Now, in this episode, I want to ask a question and then get into what is a main predictor of. Now, this is so relative to the question, of course. And that question is, what is heart disease? And are you presenting with symptoms or signs of heart disease? There are many individuals who are presenting with signs of heart disease and have no clue as to what it is. And this is a global issue, of course. Okay? You see, because heart disease refers to various types of heart conditions. Now, the most common type is coronary artery disease. That's the more common type of heart disease that many individuals globally are presenting with. And you see, coronary artery disease affects the blood flow to the heart. And this decrease in blood flow to the heart can cause a heart attack. Now, to an acupuncturist, coronary artery disease is usually a combination of a deficiency and an excess. And the root is usually a deficiency of the heart, kidney, and spleen, or a combined deficiency of all three of these organs, internal organs I just stated. And it normally manifests as an excess of blood stasis or chi stagnation and or phlegm accumulation, or even congealed cold. You see, congealed cold, chi stagnation, and blood stasis and phlegm accumulation to an acupuncturist is generally attributed to an inactivity of heart yang and an obstruction in the heart vessels, which causes this crushing chest pain. But when you look at all deficiencies, when an acupuncturist looks at all deficiencies, kidney deficiency is the primary causal factor. And that's kidney yang deficiency, which can lead to heart yang deficiency, failing to warm and circulate heart blood. And kidney yin deficiency generally leads to an insufficient heart yin, which causes blood to become viscous, and it affects overall circulation. And you see this poor circulation of blood usually increases the risk of blood stasis, which would directly affect the heart. And the consequences of coronary artery disease extends to severe complications. Okay? Because you see, the obstruction of the flow of heart yang generally results in disturbances of heart rhythm, and it'll present with signs of palpitations, strong sense of anxiety. It'll also create arrhythmias. And yang deficiency of both the heart and kidney causes cold fluids to congeal normally, and it tends to overflow toward the heart, and a person will present with, let's say, dyspnea, palpitations, and systemic edema. And this is generally known as heart failure. Okay? And that's how an acupuncturist understands coronary artery disease. But now, are you presenting with signs? Let's say pain or discomfort in your arm. And for the most part, it'll be your left arm. Okay. And the reason for this pain in the arm is that the nerves which carry the signals from the heart to the brain, and those that do the same thing for, let's say, the arm, send their signals to the same brain cells. And as a result of this, the brain can get confused about the source of the signal. And this can often result in pain from heart disease and heart attacks being felt as pain, let's say, in the arm with no sensation of pain in the chest. So if you're noticing discomfort in your arm or pain in your arm, see a physician. And after seeing a physician, and in some cases, especially if it's severe pain, seek emergency care. And after seeking emergency care or seeing a physician, see an acupuncturist right away. Right away, see an acupuncturist. It's very important. Another is, are you breaking out? Another sign, potential sign is, are you breaking out into cold sweats? And why is because, you see, as this condition worsens, right, your arteries become narrower, and the body has to work harder to deliver the blood to vital organs such as the heart. And angina can occur when not enough oxygen-rich blood reaches the heart. And this often results in people breaking out into cold sweats. So again, if you even notice yourself breaking out into cold sweats, see an acupuncturist after you seek or sort out either emergency care or saw a physician. Because as I understand, you also have to understand for yourself as well that health is wealth. The wealth is not in the bank. It's not in the safe. It's not your pocket. It's not your purse. Okay? It's not under the mattress. It's not in the shoebox in the closet. It's not under the doghouse in the backyard either. The wealth is in you. Okay? And then there are other signs. You may have heart disease. And, you know, the symptoms relative to those signs tend to vary depending on your condition. In some conditions, let's say such as high blood pressure or type 2 diabetes, may, in the beginning, present with no symptoms at all. Okay? But your more common symptoms of an underlying, let's say, cardiovascular issue can be, let's say, pressure and pain in the chest. And this typically indicates angina. And as I said, pain and discomfort in the arms, left shoulder, elbows, jaw, back, nausea and fatigue, shortness of breath, dizziness or lightheadedness, cold sweats, as I just stated. These are generally your more common ones. Okay, but cardiovascular disease can present with symptoms anywhere in the body. Keep that in the back of your head. Many individuals will come into an acupuncture clinic presenting with shortness of breath, fatigue, nausea, pain in the left shoulder, some of these symptoms, I myself, as well as some of my global colleagues, would, in some cases, refer these patients to see a cardiologist. And I know the Acupuncture is My Life clinic here in New York City, we have cardiologists in our network. Okay? But, and I know some of you globally are wondering, like, how does someone get heart disease? Well, I'm sure if you've listened to, or you're a regular listener of Acupuncture is My Life podcast, you would already know the main thing is your diet. Yes, age and family history can play a part, but a diet that's high in saturated fats or trans fats or cholesterol, as you would know if you're an avid listener of Acupuncture is My Life podcast, that they're linked to heart disease and other conditions, let's say, such as atherosclerosis, but also like eating too much salt, that table salt. Oh my gosh, if you want to touch salt, Himalayan sea salt, pink Himalayan salt, or sea salt. I mean, the best. Then also, as I stated in past podcasts, is not enough physical activity can lead to heart disease. It'll also increase your chances of other medical conditions such as obesity, diabetes, high blood pressure. You see, regular physical activity can lower your risk of heart disease. And I've had these conversations in the message center, in the chat section on the Acupuncture is My Life app with many individuals globally. And this is why I say, download the app. It's free at your app store. You have any questions about the blogs you read on the app, you can listen to podcasts or watch the YouTube channel. It's so much in having the app. There's so much to it, and it's free. If you have any questions, just contact us. Send a message. We usually respond right away, but definitely within 24 hours. But other risk factors of heart disease is drinking too much alcohol because it raises your blood pressure. It raises your blood pressure levels, increases triglycerides, which is basically a fatty substance in the blood, which increases your risk of heart disease. And it's important that you know this, and this is why we have the Acupuncture is My Life podcast. But individuals, let's say with high blood pressure, individuals that smoke, are at a very high risk of heart disease. Individuals with diabetes, obese individuals, individuals who partake in an unhealthy diet, physical inactivity, of course, alcohol, again. This is important to know. It really, really is. Okay? And just do me a favor and just simply make acupuncture a part of your life if you want to live a happier and healthier life. But other than that, acupuncture is my life. What's yours?